Hey everybody, it's Jaywitz here with some more Nintendo Switch preview footage. This time we've got Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. We are playing with just each individual Joy-Con and a little wheel accessory that they gave us. Full disclosure, Nintendo sent me in for this event so that I could demo the Switch and share some footage with you guys. This game also, they required that we actually film it in this specific way. It had to be like over the shoulder. Which I thought was funny, because it looked great. It even still looks good from back here. Mario Kart 8 has always looked good, even on the Wii U. I still think, the prettiest title on the entire system. But anyway, this is what we've got. I was actually able to play side-by-side with my wife Renee, and we did exclusively battle mode. You were able to do races and such, but I figured, hey, they've got this new revamped battle mode. It's actually... if I dare say, actually good. I really disliked the original Mario Kart 8 battle mode. Battle mode is, in my opinion, just one of the best things about the old Mario Kart 64. I would just play it on end all the time, and I haven't quite gotten that experience again since. Except for maybe like Mario Kart DS. I remember doing a lot of battles as well. But we're gonna go ahead and jump into the battle. We're also using new racers. Renee messed around with Inklings. I messed around. I've got King Boo. I think it's you got the two Inklings, King Boo, Dry Bones, and there's one more, Bowser Jr. Are sort of the your full selection of characters, and you actually have real tracks this time dedicated to battle. This one's called Battle Stadium. It's got a couple of tiers. They're definitely a lot bigger than other battle stages that I've done. It's obviously to accommodate for the higher amount of players that you can do. You can also have 2 items at a time in this game. You cannot like switch between the two, but if you grab one and then grab another, they will stack. Or sometimes there are also double item boxes where you can get just 2 items back to back. Renee is actually, this is a little confusing. Renee's on the left, I'm on the right. Renee just got the new feather item. That's an old school one. I want to say we haven't seen that since the original Mario Kart. Maybe it was in the Game Boy Advance Mario Kart. I'm no Mario Kart historian, but definitely haven't seen it in a while. It gives you an ability to jump items, but also if you jump over a player, you can steal balloons from them. The way that this battle mode works, we didn't get to choose the mode. They actually had a handful of random modes that swap between each other, just depending on what you jump in and play. We did 2, so you'll be able to see 2 matches here. I went ahead and started, and it seemed like a fairly standard battle mode. You actually get points each time you pop somebody's balloon, but if all of your balloons get popped, then you get a penalty. I think it was like a 3-point penalty. We'll see. Maybe it will happen to me. I'm floating here with 2 balloons right now, so it's not looking great for the king. Meanwhile, it looks like Renee was able to get a steal. It's kind of funny. Trying to watch 2 players at the same time is actually tough. Here I've got the boomerang, which seems pretty busted, getting multiple throws. It's got a wide radius. It's just like a strictly better green shell. I also noticed the whole time that I played this battle mode, I did not pick up any red shells. I felt like they were the most busted thing in the old school battle mode in the Nintendo 64. Is like, who gets the red shell? That's who's gonna win, because you can just get crushed head on, which is a good thing. Although I do hope that there's maybe a little bit more item variety. All I got really were like bananas, shells, boomerang. Pretty standard stuff. Speaking of boomerang, I just got wrecked. So you see, boom. I had 6 points. I was crushing. I immediately dropped down to 3. I also realized my shoulder is in the way of Renee's score. She's at 4 right now. So, like Splatoon, which we just showed. I mean, this one even more, obviously. It's not like they're trying to call this game Mario Kart 8 2. It's Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. It's not Mario Kart 9, I should say. It plays just like Mario Kart 8, which is a good thing. I thought it was one of the best Mario Karts of all time in terms of the game feel. There's no, like, super broken, exploitable stuff. The racing feels great. But, in addition, oh, and I think I just got a steal there. You can still do it with the mushrooms if you could in the older games. It just has an actually good battle mode now. That means a lot to me. And also, if Nintendo's online offerings are any bit as strong as I dream them to be, then man, it would just be great to hop back into this. So that was the end of the first one. Renee grabbed the win there. She's going to stick with the Inkling. I switch over to the JR. And it's hard to tell these different types of carts. There's some really adorable ones. I think my favorite is the Ink Strike. You literally ride what looks like the Ink Strike in Splatoon into battle. It's just great. The last one I did was really fun too. Just the Koopa Clown Car, which I think is new. I could be wrong, actually. There's a lot of carts in Mario Kart 8. I'd have to go back and check. It just jumped out to me when I was looking at stuff. This is a special type of battle mode, by the way. Like I said, we were in very random modes. This one, it's just bombs. You drop bombs and hopefully do not keep on forgetting. You can actually stack your bombs as well, even if you run through multiple boxes. So here I have like 5 on the right now. The thing I noticed too, I could be wrong, but it felt like the blast radius of these bombs was a lot smaller than the bomb that you would throw regularly in single player. You also can't hurt yourself with your own bomb, which is good to know. Maybe it isn't that the blast radius is smaller, but you definitely, I didn't feel like you throw the bomb very far. You have to be somewhat close. What I'm basically doing is pre-Johning for the fact that you're going to see me miss 1 million bombs throughout this entire stage. I also spent quite a bit of time here below, just throwing bombs. Aside from gameplay, I mean, you're gonna see me throw bombs, you're gonna see me miss a lot, you're gonna see me hit every once in a while. I figured I'd comment on playing with one Joy-Con. This is one of the only times I played with one horizontal Joy-Con. It felt surprisingly comfortable. I usually don't like holding like small controllers, with the exception of, for some reason, the Game Boy Micro I always enjoyed. And I think maybe because this is almost exactly Game Boy Micro sized, it felt okay. They also gave us these tiny little wheels that we could mess with, which I felt were fine. The tilt controls felt better than in past Mario Kart games. I'm usually not a big fan. I almost feel like it's bragging rights in Mario Kart 8 when someone has the message where it's like, I'm using tilt controls. Or they have the golden Wii wheel, just further bragging, like, wow, they're a serious tilter. It felt good. Maybe also because the fact that the analog stick is right there that you can always just use while holding it horizontally. It worked kind of like Splatoon, where you do a mix of tilting and using the analog stick. Worked out just fine. The other big thing compared to holding a Wiimote sideways is that you have actual L and R buttons on the top. So it's very easy to, use one button to fire your items, use one button to jump and turn. I always found it really awkward holding a Wiimote sideways and then pressing that awkward B trigger at the back. I always hated that. Here you've just got buttons on the top. It feels good. So that was a thing. Overall, I find the Joy-Cons just be incredibly comfortable in almost every configuration except in, like, the Joy-Con controller holder. That's my least favorite. That one feels a little cramped just because it cramps my hands together. But individual Joy-Con feels great. Joy-Con in each hand feels luxurious. You can just drape your hands over the side of a couch. And the Pro Controller also feels really good. So anyway, that's my quick thoughts on the control scheme for this. Otherwise, it's what you see is what you get. It's going to be Mario Kart 8 with a few more things. I'd love to see more, but even if this is just a pretty slightly upgraded Mario Kart 8 port, hey, there was almost nothing wrong with Mario Kart 8 except the battle mode, and they went ahead and fixed that. If there's better internet connectivity too, this is going to be a lot of fun. There isn't much new really here to reveal, but a lot of people did ask me when I did the post I was at this event, what games did you guys like to see? And a lot of people said they want to see Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. So that's what we got. Thank you so much for watching. We still got a couple more games. I'm sifting through the footage to see what's salvageable. So you should see some more Nintendo Switch coverage here soon.